Hi, my name's Nancy Canning, and in this video I'm talking again about the subject of what stops you from following your heart. And in this video, it's about not feeling safe. You don't feel safe to go out into the world in the way that you would desire. So how does that get started? Why is it so strong? And what can you do to move beyond it? Stay tuned, that's what I'll be talking about. So my name's Nancy Canning. I'm an author, a speaker, a workshop leader, and I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist, helping people release limiting beliefs and really live their heart's desire, live their soul's purpose. So I'm in the process of writing Your Heart's Calling, about how to follow your heart. And one of the things that gets in the way is this fear of not being safe. In working with people, many thousands of clients over these last 20, 30 years, safety comes up so often. Because when we're young, there are two types of beliefs that get formed first, foremost, and strongest. Some of them around love and being accepted. The other beliefs around safety and security. It's Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The basic ones are safety and security, love and acceptance. So those beliefs about how are we loved and how do we stay safe get intertwined and deeply rooted, because they're often formed when we're 2, 3, 4 years old. They're formed. Those basic core beliefs are in place by 4. Now, traumas and other things later on can help to change them and form them even more, but the real core ones are often in place. And if you're in a home where you don't feel safe, that becomes your foundation belief. I'm not safe in the world. It's not safe to speak out for what I want because I'll get in trouble. I'll get hit. I'll get sent to my room if I speak out and say what I want. I'll be ridiculed. There will be things that happen to you as a child that makes you feel unsafe in the world. And this isn't just some thought, oh, I'm not safe. It is a full body experience. Because what happens when you're a child, and let's say you're in an alcoholic home and it really isn't safe. Parents are fighting, there's craziness, there may be older siblings who are mean, it can be any number of things. You don't feel safe. And so your body becomes tense, your stomach can get tight, your heart can beat faster, you can not be able to breathe very well. The tension, just the absolute tension, the fear, that fight or flight response, that's part of being what keeps you safe, ready to run at any moment. All of that gets programmed in as the norm for how you're supposed to live, because when you're little, the belief about being on red alert to stay safe is meant to keep you alive. This is life and death to the mind of the small child. Because when you're that small, you know you can't take care of yourself. You are dependent upon family to survive. And when family is fighting or doesn't feel safe in your environment, it triggers life and death beliefs. And all of that gets programmed into your subconscious. Now, it can be 50 years later, but those beliefs, when they get triggered, they still make you feel like you're life and death. You're not safe. You better not speak up. You better not do anything you really want to do. And for goodness sakes, don't go out and play because you've got chores to do and you'll get in trouble if you didn't do them perfectly. Whatever that scenario was as a child, you are recreating it as the adult. And it can be what stops you over and over and over, because every time you want to go have fun and follow your heart, there can be the belief that says you didn't do your chores, meaning you have to work first. You don't get to go play, you have to work. There could have been another belief that got formed when you were a child that said the other shoe's gonna drop. And if you're having fun, you're not going to notice that there's been a shift in the home energy and it's no longer safe. So you can get in trouble. So if you're having fun, you're not on red alert and therefore you're not safe. So by all means, don't enjoy your life. Don't do what you love. These are just a couple of examples, but they're very deep-seated. These are not to be taken lightly. Except here's what's really true, is those beliefs about life and death, none of them are true anymore. They were accurate portrayals for how you survived as a young child. But it could be 40 years later. That's not still true. Although, here's kind of the little catch-22, because you have those strong beliefs, they can be creating life and death scenarios in your life, meaning they will help to draw in crisis, drama, everything you experienced as a child got photographed in your brain that says this is how life is. And then life recreates that. It became like the mold, the foundation for how you live your life. And as an adult, you may find that you're recreating similar circumstances. So it feels real, the belief gets reinforced, and you're in more survival and you're not following your heart. It's not true. Those beliefs you formed as a child were the child's perspective. They might very well have been true then, but just because something's true when you're 5, it's not still true when you're 45 or 55 or 85. Those beliefs, the thinking of the child, is no longer accurate. It simply explains why your life is the way it is. But as you become aware of that, you begin to reprogram your mind and to start telling yourself the truth, which is, I'm actually okay. I've actually survived up until now. I'm actually not 5 years old. The thinking I had when I was 5 is not my truth. And you begin to do the inner work, which is what I talk about in all of my books and in all of my sessions. That's my life work, helping people get beyond these limiting beliefs. But first, you become aware of it, and you become aware, oh my God, it's just the thinking of when I was a child. And then it becomes your inner work to really release those deep core beliefs. And even though it feels like life and death, even though it feels like these beliefs are protecting you, being on red alert is what keeps you safe, in reality, it's destroying your life. It's destroying your health. It's destroying your sense of well-being. It's certainly destroying your happiness. You can't be really blissfully happy and following your heart and being all you can be, and at the same time be on red alert, thinking the world is unsafe and waiting for the next shoe to drop. So take a look at your life and begin to write out what are your beliefs and where did those come from? And begin to really disengage from them and know the truth is they're not true. I don't care how true they might have been. The thinking of a child is never accurate. It is never the truth for the adult. And begin to dismantle that entire way of having lived. Not always easy, especially when it's life and death survival types of beliefs. But think of it this way. You're not living fully as long as these beliefs are limiting you. And so it's your work, however long or however deep or whatever ways you do it, to undo all that you put into place as a child so that you absolutely can follow your heart. You can live the life of fulfillment, of satisfaction, of being happy, of really being of service to the world and having that deep sense of peace and well-being if that's what you desire. So contact me if you'd like to do any sessions. My website's nancycanning.com, and keep watching these videos. There's lots more here, and look for my book, Your Heart's Calling. It'll be out later on in 2018. Thank you.